What's up, guys, and check it out. I got the Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive Far From Home upgrade suit Spider-Man figure. Man, that was a long name. Anywho, this popped up on the website and it was during the 25% off event, so I was like, I'll take one, thank you. And here he is. Now let's go and review this Spider Dude. Now, starting with box one, we get the usual Marvel Select ginormously unnecessarily oversized open window that makes you want to buy the figure. Here's one side with cool artwork, but no artwork on the other sides. And here's the back with a Gigantotron glam shot as well as the UPC. And there he is, guys, out of the package. Upgrade suit Spider-Man. Now, straight off the bat, I have to say the proportions do look a little off to me. It looks like the torso's a little bit too long, and then the thighs are also a little bit too long. It feels like the knee joint should have been about up here instead of down here, but the details are awesome, so let's go and take a closer look. Now, starting with the head, we get the upgrade suit and an upgrade sculpt. Compared to the Marvel Legends, we actually get a round head sculpt, unlike the Legends, which is actually accurate to Tom Holland's head, and we actually get the webbing paint applications, which look great. Now, it's a bit hard to see on camera, but there's actually indented sculpt lines that are guidelines for the applications for the paint app there, and it actually is pretty spot on this one, so I'm definitely happy with that. And look at the apertures on the eyes. The sculpting and the paint just look great. And moving into the body, the awesome sculpt continues. Just check out all that texturing they added on the suit there, and then they actually added the paint applications for the webbing as well. And look, it's double lined just like in the movie. Got a little spudge right there, but well, either way it looks really good. And the back looks great as well, with more suit texturing and a really awesome white spider there. Great paint application as well, and more webbing up here, which is actually pretty impressive because these need to be accurately applied. Just look at how just thin and just it needs to be accurately applied, and the fact that they did that on a mass production scale that they did is just impressive. Like some of them are a little bit off. This one seems pretty good, but I've seen some that aren't that great. But just the fact that they attempted it, I appreciate, and the fact that they nailed it on pretty much most of them, yes. And the arms look equally awesome with more texturing there. Got some nice red paint, some little webblings on his fingers there, and some more details on the inside, and overall looks really great. And they have more, just look at that paint application. You can kind of see the sculpting guideline in there, and I mean, they nailed it. Like it's if anything, it's like millimeters off. It's pretty much like a 95% accuracy nail rate, and it's just I'm just astounded by the accuracy of this web application. It's like, go Marvel Select. They even sculpted in his web shooter nozzles right there on both arms, so woohoo! And the white accent on the chest spider is pretty cool too. I mean, like, wow. And moving on in the lower legs, there's not too much going on except texture. Lots and lots of texture. Just look at that. Whew, doesn't end. And the boots here have that awesome web application, and it's so just perfectly applied. Just I just can't get enough of that. I'm probably sound like a broken record by now, but I mean, Marvel Select is just they deserve this just recognition because it looks amazing. Alright, now for articulation. His head is actually on a ball joint, and it gives him lots of range of motion. It goes quite a bit back and quite a bit forward, and definitely got some good side to side, and it also spins, of course. His arm rotates in the usual circle, although he doesn't have too much range in the shoulder joint there. That's as far as it'll go, but his bicep swivels, and his elbow joint has insane range. I mean, look at that. He pretty much can punch himself in the face. I mean, wow. I mean, check it out. He's like double punching himself. Come on, Spidey, life's not that bad. It might be after January 1st, though. And of course, his hand also spins in a circle and does the flappy dooble. And for his torso, he's double jointed up here and down here, which gives him quite a bit of range going backwards. Just check that out. And the joint up here is great because it's full coverage. You don't see any of the mechanics for the joint, and the paint goes all the way up, nothing showing. It looks great, and it goes quite a bit forward as well. Same thing with back, no mechanics showing right there. And the only, and it goes a little bit side to side, nearly got ahead of myself. And the only thing that's kind of bad is you can't really twist them. That's about as far as it'll go. And it looks like they sacrificed the twist for the seamless form factor of the body, and honestly, I'm okay with that because this figure looks amazing. And his legs go that far forward, but not very far back. Actually, not back at all because of his bootay. He's got really great splits, thigh swivel, and an equally impressive double jointed knee that goes very far back. Check that out. And the ankle goes forward backwards and spins. And for accessories, he comes with 3 additional hand poses. You just pop off the old hand like so, and then pop the new hand in like so, and there you go. Now you can mix and match to get whatever look you are going for. And for his other accessory, he comes with a UK flag, which is kind of weird. I mean, since when does a figure come with a country flag? But it's pretty cool though. Now the primary print is only on one side. That's where you get the brightest colors. The other side is kind of faded, as you can see. And if you look here, you see the stitching lines right up here. That's because they actually added a wire inside the flag so you can give it whatever pose you want. It's a posable flag. I mean, go figure. Leave it to a figure company to have a posable flag. So that's really awesome. I love the pole too. It looks pretty cool, and it's kind of flexible. It also comes with this extension here as well, where you can extend the flag to just a ridiculously tall size, which as you can see is just totally off the screen. It totals 15 inches tall, in case you guys are wondering. And you also get this base right here, which has a nice gold color to it. Pretty plain and simple overall. And the peg hole here actually fits both the flag that's unextended and the extension, so you can just pick and choose which one you want and just don't drop it like I just did. And now for some comparisons. Here he is next to his fellow Marvel Legends Spider People, as well as the Far From Home Legends version and the Legends Far From Home Mysterio. I actually decided to keep both of these guys in the package after that Spider-Man Sony fiasco, but here they are compared in case you were wondering. Now Mysterio's feet's right about there in the package, so we're just going to level it up right there so the feet are right next to each other. And as you can see, Spider-Man is pretty much actually a little bit taller than Mysterio, so scale wise this doesn't work that well, but he looks great. And here he is next to some more MCU Marvel Legions, and man, he is so out of scale. And finally, here he is next to Star Wars. Well guys, overall I really like this Spider-Dude figure, like really like him. The addition of the Webline paint apps just really make the figure, and even though the proportions are just a tad bit off, the sculpt is just too good to care. Anywho dudes, as always, thanks for joining me on another review. Tell me what you think of this Spider-Dude figure, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
No.